Welcome in. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is all in the charts. If you appreciate the content, make sure, guys, are you hearing me right now? Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and click that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday. Of course, as you can see, the time might vary by 15 or 30 minutes, but I'm staying right in that 5 to 5:30 time slot. Actually, the times that I've gone live at the past 2 days have worked out well because it has enabled me to really eat an early dinner, kind of wrap a few things up at work, do the live stream, and then kind of get back to work. Because again, being brand new in my role here, I'm trying to spend a little bit of extra time getting up to speed on all the intricacies that are what it means to be living in the world, the exciting world of an individual life pricing actuary. I'm going from the group world to the individual world. So there are some nuances there I need to understand. Let's see who we got in here, Juan. Let's fucking go. James, good evening. We can certainly take a look at least one of those. See, DT, it's good to see you, my friend. Sipping on your cup of coffee there. Black as always. Let's fucking go. Bull Juice, let's fucking go. Super chats are never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you bringing in the super chat today. We will look at Cubic and Wojak first, given that's a super chat. Please look at Mara. We can certainly take a look at that as well. That's me. Let's fucking go. Good evening from the home of the NFC East champs. Are you talking about the Dallas Cowgirls? You do realize they're going to have a piss poor season this year. I'm just throwing that out there. Track, welcome in. Now, guys, before I get into the TA Q&A, I did really quick want to talk about, we had a question that came in here, and I don't know who in the comments asked this question before. Quite honestly, I forget. It might have been Juan. It might have been, I don't know who the heck it was. Somebody was asking on the differentials that exist between accumulation versus distribution and how we can tell which is taking place in the market. I sort of answered this question actually somewhat, not fully, implicitly yesterday based on a question that came in, but wanted to spend a moment just sharing with you guys what the key differences are. Man, that was a big salad. Whew, I made a really good salad. Do you guys have a Trader Joe's near you? Do you know the green goddess dressing? That shit is legit. It's low cal, it's healthy, and it's very tasty. Check it out. Green goddess dressing from Trader Joe's. But man, that was a big salad. The 8-pack right here is, no, I don't have an 8-pack. The stomach is a little full. All right, so let's talk about differences between accumulation and distribution. First off, with distribution, okay, this one's not going to be very surprising. Let's talk about what distribution looks like when we're talking about a volume perspective. So if price is doing, okay, let's try. Okay, let's refresh the connection. I just quickly pulled this up. Okay. If price is doing this, right? Price is increasing. Okay, so this is price. Okay, this is price. And this is volume. Okay? And our volume is increasing as price is increasing as well. You see how they're both increasing? That is distribution. People are selling into the euphoria, right? People are dumping on the bag holders, right? They are selling, right? As the price is going up and the volume is increasing, what this is telling you is more and more individuals are selling as the price is increasing. There's distribution taking place. Just as the opposite is true. If the price is declining, okay, if price is declining, and the volume is increasing though, okay, the volume is increasing as price is declining, that means the sell pressure is continuing to occur as coherently as price is decreasing. That is distribution. People are selling their bags heavily, okay? But what is accumulation? Let's take a look at what accumulation is. Let's get rid of all this. I've never used this site before. Accumulation, essentially what's going on is the price is, if we take a look at price action, the price is essentially within a narrow range, okay, but we are creating higher highs and higher lows, okay? You see how we have the higher lows, right? And we got the higher highs, okay? It's typically within a narrow range. The other thing is, it's typically over an extended period of time. This is the true sign of accumulation. Now, what would be distribution? Distribution can also take place over an extended period of time. That is true. But what tends to happen is within that time period, first off, there are no higher highs and higher lows being produced within that range. It's typically lower highs and lower lows. It may even be lower highs and higher lows. And there also tend to be sharp sell-offs that are occurring within that time frame. That's another way that you can tell its distribution. And then the last way that I noted here, which is actually extremely important, and this should be near and dear to your hearts being in crypto, accumulation tends to take place, okay, we're going to go to the chart. Accumulation tends to take place when people with rat tails who have somehow have massive subscribers to their channel are telling you that Bitcoin is going to $5,000. Do you remember that? Do you remember me coming out here and telling you that, well, I couldn't tell you that wouldn't happen? More than likely it wasn't going to happen because I can't give you any certainties. So what I'm saying is when there's extreme pessimism within the market and there are weak hands, people don't have diamond hands, smart money is accumulating. When does the distribution take place? During euphoria. Okay? So do I have anything else on here? The other thing with distribution obviously is during, and I kind of displayed it on this board when price was going up and volume was increasing. Also during peak periods of euphoria, right? So again, anticipating on this channel, whether it's 24 or the first half of 25, whenever this blow-off top occurs, there's going to be mass euphoria. And with that optimism, there's going to be massive distribution that's taking place. I want you to tell me that I'm wrong on this. There is actually something I can guarantee you. I don't like to make guarantees on this channel. I even really don't like to use the word prediction and, quite frankly, joke around about it a lot of times. But I will guarantee you something that will be occurring over the course of the next several months whenever we have our blow off top. People will tell you that Bitcoin will not undergo another massive correction. Ethereum's not going to massively correct. XRP is going to change the world. Solana's flipping Ethereum. It's not going to have a massive correction. All of these people will be proven wrong. Everything is going to have a massive correction. You don't think that your meme coin isn't going to dump 99%? Yeah, clearly haven't been here for a long time if you don't think that's the case, guys. Thumbs up on the engagement. Would appreciate it. Seeing half the amount of likes relative to viewers. Now, with that being said, did want to quickly touch on price action here, and then we're going to get right into TA Q&A. I want to stay on target here. Stay on target because I really need this live stream to not go over 30 minutes. I really need to get back to some critical things that I'm working on at work. But okay, so let's take a look at price action here. Again, I'll just speak to what I spoke to yesterday. Nothing really monumental to update here besides the fact that this to me is massive accumulation. I said I didn't even need to really assess anything more high level than this when I look at a chart like this. I've seen way too many charts like this. This to me, if you've done TA for any extensive amount of time, this is spelling massive accumulation to you. You can see we have a nice rounding bottom here that looks like it's trying to come all the way up to $74,000 here. We'll see if we get that price action. That's on the 12-hour, of course, on the daily. We got all these moving averages moving in the direction we want. We spoke to that very recently. The 10 is above the 20, above the 50, above the 200, and they're all trending up. This is what we want to see, and historically when we see that, okay, after we've had a cross down with the 10 and 20 below the 50, after we start to cross back up, we start to see some explosive price action in the market. So we'll have to see if we have some follow through here. Now, let us get into the TA questions. Had a question come in on Wojak and Cubic. Guys, I don't know What I'm missing here, of course, I was taking a look at this and just seeing there's definitely some synergies being created here. You can see every time we've topped here, we've corrected for about 74 days before we went up. So just seeing if something similar plays out or we start moving up. But guys, I don't know if I'm missing anything here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this as early as tomorrow, but I want to do this at some point very soon. I'd like to put a video together, a live stream with you guys where I talk about meme coins, because these are social tokens. These are things we've been talking about on this channel for months. And in order to be successful, in order to be a successful investor within the crypto world, you need to understand narratives. And I've said this time and time again. So if you don't have any social tokens or any meme coins in your portfolio, I don't know what the fuck you're doing at this point. I honestly don't. If you think utility is going to change the world, and that's, you plan on holding XLM, XRP, and these are the only things you hold, you're fucking missing out. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not here to play favorites. I'm here to make money as an investor. And again, if meme coins aren't in your portfolio, you're doing yourself a disservice. So the thing with Wojak I don't understand is this seems like way too an obvious a play to not have it go well. So it makes me feel like I'm missing something because it seems too obvious. What do I mean by that? This is a sub one, it's just, let's call it 100 million. This is a $100 million meme coin at the moment. Okay, now we don't have a lot of price data here. Okay, this is a brand new meme coin. This is a $100 million meme coin. And yet Pepe, which I would argue, and I've done the research, you could argue that Pepe, and I actually posted something that showed Pepe, ChatGPT ranked memes in the crypto world and had Pepe followed by Wojak. If you do your homework, you will see, and I know from being here for a long time, I quite honestly remember more memes throughout the years I've been here that have been Wojak than Pepe. They're relatively equal, in my opinion, in terms of the prevalence within the crypto world. And so the question you have to ask yourself is, if they're relatively equal, shouldn't the community between these two be relatively equal? Then you have to ask yourself, well, then wouldn't the narrative and the excitement behind both projects be as exhilarating and exciting to the community, and there would be as much money kind of flooding into both? I would, ancient astronaut theorists say yes. I love that show. So you got Pepe at 6 billion. Again, these are round figures. You got Wojak at 100 million. So Pepe is roughly 60 times the market cap of Wojak. It seems way too obvious to me that Wojak has a lot of catch up to do to get to Pepe, anywhere near it. Even if it's half of it, that's a 30x. It seems so obvious to me that I have to pause and say, what am I missing? Because I view, of any of the meme coins that I have charted and of any of the narratives that I've thought about, this one to me seems like the most underplayed, best value proposition from what I've looked into, from what I've seen. Okay, never financial advice. Will we pull back to this golden buy zone? I don't know. We just spoke to that. Right now, I will tell you this, Todd, since you asked the question. I will tell you in full disclosure, I've been accumulating the past several days. So whenever I last posted that I doubled my position, I've increased my position since then, and I've been buying the past several days. What I see here at the moment, I'm not telling you it's going to play out, but what I see here is I see the makings of a bull pennant. Now, this could pan out for several more days. This is a 3-day chart. You take a measured move, this thing's going to go way up, and it's going to more than double if you actually take the measured move. That's what I see right now. I see a pull, and you can also tell based on the volume profile, guys. Price action is king, but it's also important to check out this volume data. Look how the volume, you see how the volume with this candle here, it spikes on this candle right here, and then it starts to peter off. This is what happens after we've peaked at the pole of a bull pennant. And then as we consolidate in the flag pattern, what happens is this is classic. The volume should continue to decrease here over the next several days. You could get a candle that comes in like this, something like this. And then before you know it, you got the makings of a pennant here, and then you start to see a breakout. That is my educated guess, roughly speaking, what's going to happen over the next handful of several days here. But we'll have to see. This thing looks very healthy. Now, the other nice thing about this chart, and why I personally was more aggressive with buying in and not waiting for this buy zone, one, the consolidation on this chart is allowing the price indicators to cool off. These things are going to begin to cool off. It's not that we can't go lower. It's not we can't come all the way down here. But the other thing to keep in mind as these price indicators cool off is we're also in a very hot environment right now. If you guys have been paying any attention to what I've been telling you, I wouldn't pick and choose your altcoin plays at this point by 5% or 3% or trying to get too cute right now. I don't know when things are going to start going like a little batshit crazy, but if you haven't been here, when things really start to escalate in value, you've lost your opportunity. Sure, things, if this thing took off next week, sure, it's going to provide another buy opportunity. If it took off, if it came all the way up here, sure, it could come all the way back down here. But even if you're purchasing here, it's just well above here. So I'm not getting too cute right now. Okay, even as someone who's been a technical analyst for, hard to believe, 8 years? That's insane. For 8 years, I'm not getting cute right now. So this is an extremely strong chart. Could we pull back? Sure. Could we continue going up? Yes. I've seen these conditions where we've been overbought for extended periods of time. Very healthy chart, Todd. So I got nothing else to say on that. Let's take a look at Cubic. Again, laser fire. I'm going to try to get through your questions here because I have a hard stop. So we're going to get through what we can get through. If I don't get to your TA question, have some understanding. I'm trying to keep this to 30 minutes. And you can come back at Thursday at approximately 5:15 a.m. where we will be doing another TA Q&A. Okay, Cubic. And honestly, guys, you can tell based on the charts I have up right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I have not been doing a lot of TA the past couple days simply because work has been keeping me very busy. And the other thing is it's not just work. The other thing is I know what I know at this point. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. And until those significant developments start to occur within the market, there's no reason for me to come in here and spend my time recharting things that I have spent countless hours charting, okay? It makes no sense. I know what to look for. Bitcoin starts breaking up above 74. Bitcoin dominance breaking below 53. These are all things we've spoken to. Remember, on this channel, I did tell you, what was the key level for Bitcoin? 68,000. Did I not say once we convincingly got above $68,000, that was when you should be on high alert that we're going to be creating new all-time highs with Bitcoin. Look what has just happened, by the way. I didn't even hit on that. We got a convincing candlestick just yesterday. This is on the daily above 68. This is our confirming candlestick. We're above $68,000, guys, right now. Okay, if you're keeping track of what I'm sharing with you, take little notes on the side. We're at the key level that I've spoken about. So if I'm correct in what I've been saying, Bitcoin should be pressing up and making new all-time highs very, 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 very soon. Okay? Very, 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 very soon. Can I be any more clear? All right. Could be tomorrow, could be this week, could be early next week, who knows? But should be very soon. Cubic. I know this is one that has been mentioned a lot that I've seen. I don't know how much you guys have mentioned it here, but I know that it's been something I've seen here and there on Twitter, and I've seen on YouTube. Now, here, Todd, I want to help you out, man. I want to help you out here. There's not a lot of price data. So here's what we're going to do, though. You did give me a super chat, so I'm going to try to do something real quick for you. I do see a falling wedge potentially. Let's see if we have a falling wedge here. It's a falling channel. We have a falling channel. Essentially, Can I get you any more price data? Something to help you out here. Let's go on the Heikin Ashi. Yeah, I mean, if we go to the Heikin Ashi, you can see it's a falling wedge. Sometimes what I like to do, guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, and appreciate everyone who's new. Everyone who is tuning in, feel free to drop a comment if you're new to the stream or you're back. I know I've spent some time off and I've been infrequent with being on here for various reasons I've explained, but this motherfucker is back for you motherfuckers, all right? Yeah, we have a falling wedge here on the Heikin Ashi candlestick formations here. Now, the other thing I like to see, I will tell you right now, in the 12-hour, I love to see this MACD beginning to increase. The RSI looks like it has bottomed out. You see what I'm seeing here? You see a low here, a higher low here. We got a little bit of bullish divergence going on there. We got the stochastic RSI increasing in value. This thing, so for me, a very quick assessment here with very limited price data and also understanding where the market is at, Todd. This thing does have the potential to break to the upside sooner rather than later. I'm not telling you it will. I'm just seeing some signs within some of these indicators when we were looking at the Heikin Ashi there. You can even see it here. The RSI looks like it's bottomed out. Stochastic RSI, same thing. MACD's increasing in value. And we're starting to get some volume coming in here. So this looks like it has the potential to begin breaking to the upside, along with continued strength within the rest of the market. If we do have a push to the upside, this is your first area of resistance right here. Whatever the hell, how many zeros in this thing there are. 4-6. It looks like 4-6 is going to be an area of resistance, followed by... I'm going to simplify this. I don't want to muddy this chart up too much. This is a main area right here. There's no question. 4-6 followed by 5-2. Those are your next two areas. Once we start punching above 5-2, come on back to the channel, Todd. You're always here, my friend. Come on back to the channel, and I'll chart this one for you. All right, what else do we have? We got a lot of comments. Oh, I see Evan's back. That's why we got a lot of comments. Welcome in, Evan. You haven't been here in a while. Evan, I haven't even read any of your comments, man. Chill. Let's chill the fuck out, man. Glad to have you on the live stream, but if you're going to continue dumping about 5,000 comments and I can't get through the TA questions, it's going to be a bad day, all right? So let's chill. Okay, James is asking about 3 different charts. I'm going to pick one because I don't have... I think you mean whiff and not wife. I missed the big pump, 56, still up a ton. Nice to join you. Well, welcome into the live stream. I don't know what you mean about a big pump. Oh, you missed 56,000 on Bitcoin. Don't worry, man. If you were buying in well over a year ago, you're still in great shape. All right, whiff. CBG, what the fuck is going on with these yellow candlesticks? Well, that would be the Raging Bull from Tony the Bull BTC, but guess what? That's proprietary, and you guys got to sign up and get information through CoinChartist for that information, but that has been a hell of a reliable indicator, and I would recommend taking a look at it. Guys, as price data continues to develop within a chart, we evolve with the price data. This is what a lot of people don't understand. We have a certain view on things when we're back here, and this is how much price data we have. Guess what? Flash forward over a month later, or we have evolved our line of thinking. We're still in a pennant formation here. We're still in a massive pennant formation. For anyone who's been, and take a look at the volume profile. Take a look at the volume profile. Do you not recall what I just said on the volume profile for, what the heck was it? It was Wojak, okay? The pole ends with this type of volume, right? Blow off volume, and now the volume starts to peter off, right? As we're sort of going sideways in here. Notice we got the higher lows coming in, and we're in a consolidation. This is a bull pennant. Now, I'm not telling you the technical target will play out. We're going to have a little bit of fun here. We take this pole. Now, it's amazing. Some of the, I'm not going to name names, some of the larger accounts that have a large following on crypto Twitter or X, whatever, they don't even know how to draw the target for a bull pennant. The precise measurement for a bull pennant, you take the pole at the point of breakout. You don't do this. You don't put it at the bottom here. You don't do this shit. No. If we broke out here, okay, on Sunday, June 9th, okay, let's say we started the break from formation with candle bodies on Sunday, June 9th, this is where you put the pull at the moment of breakout at the top of the pennant. Now, the measured move is very big here. Yeah, I don't know that this is, that seems a little unrealistic that we're going to go up to $50. Could we ultimately go up to $50? Abso-fucking-lutely. If you look at the market cap, that's putting it upwards of, just guesstimating off the top of my head, that's putting it at over $40 billion, close to 50. Yeah, I think that's very achievable in this run. But as an initial target, no. I mean, it's going to take quite a bit of work to get from 3 to 50. Okay, but that is the measured move. WIF is looking great. We're just consolidating here. MACD, RSI, stochastic RSI. For me, this thing looks way too obvious that it's coiling up for a move up, just like Bitcoin. Same sort of comment on Bitcoin, right? And again, just like we looked at on the 12-hour, that there's massive consolidation in here. If we zoom out on a higher time frame for Bitcoin and we look at the weekly, this is what I can't unsee, which we're beginning. I need to look into. I love when I just. I love when things just disconnect randomly. I don't know if I just need to get more RAM on my computer because my computer's so shitty. Anyway, this is the pattern I can't unsee. This is a massive bull pennant, and it does look like the current weekly candlestick is starting to break to the upside. Now, depending what we do this week, we're either going to have. I'm getting very excited. I'm talking very fast. We're either going to have a confirmed break up, or our view of this will change. There's no reason why we couldn't do one of these things, right? And maybe we don't break out this week. This is still bullish, by the way, okay? Not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what's called evolution of price data and evolution of one's views. You don't get fixated on a view. You change with the price data. A lot of people, for some reason, just don't understand that. Non-technical, non-logical people. All right, what else do we have? Oh, Oof had a question on Mara. One of these days, I'm going to figure out this connection issue, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I honestly think it's just RAM. For some reason, I'm having a problem with... Okay. Man, this is really good. Ocean spray diet, of course. I would never drink real juice unless if it's freshly squeezed orange juice or some of that real fancy juice you get when you go out to a nice breakfast place. This is Ocean Spray Diet Cran Cherry. Very, very tasty. Guys, by the way, before we get to this, we're going to have some celebratory... For all my fans here, that sounded a little sad. For all my fellow Caspian supporters here, and it looks like we're about to break new all-time highs or create, that cup and handle formation and a move up, one or the other. I mean, it seems way too obvious. When Caspa breaks into the top 20. We're going to have a little celebration on this channel. Where are we at right now? Have we gotten to 25 yet? We were like real close. That's gonna crash things. Can't even open CoinMarketCap. Caspa is at 26. And we're just shy of Ethereum Classic right now. And we have a little ways to get above DAI, which is at a 5.4 billion. Yeah, guys, we're going to have a celebratory live stream when this thing breaks the top 20. If you watched my Caspa $2 to $4 projection video for 2024, you will see that I forget what the specifics of what I said in there for ranking. I do know I said top 10 was possible, but at the very least, getting into that top 12 to 15 I spoke to. Certainly looks like it's on its way there. So we're going to have a little celebration once that thing breaks the top 20. Anyway, let's get into Mara per Oof. By the way, Black Oil, I have not seen you on the live stream in forever, my friend. No towel. No, nothing, my friend. No, nothing. Gotta get something going on in Del Rey. Maybe I'll reach out to you these next handful of days. All right. Much of the same here. I don't know that really anything has changed, Doof. I mean, the only thing really that has changed here is that it looks like we may be ending consolidation. I mean, when I look at this, actually, look at what I spoke to several weeks back. This is what we were looking at for the what we wanted to see on the stochastic RSI, right? Look at what happened. I'm like fucking Nostradamus. Is that not just what happened? So we have the positive cross up on the stochastic RSI, a confirmation, a bullish cross above 20. 20 is our trigger line, as you guys know by now. The MACD has begun to flatten out. We're waiting for this thing to curl up. Look at this RSI. This RSI is beautiful, guys. This is rounding and moving up. RSI looks beautiful. As long as there is continuation within the market, this to me looks like it wants to break up and break up big. So we're sitting here at $20. To me, as long as the market is in generalities moving in the direction of what I'm anticipating, I'm expecting this to come up again and test 31, this $31, $32 area. Now keep in mind, we tested it once, we tested it twice, really almost 3 times here. And the more we press up, now this is the third interaction / fourth interaction, that area of resistance around 31 to 32, that's going to be very weak. Okay? You've hit it with a sledgehammer several times. Very, very weak, so it's much more likely 31 is going to break. Ooh, for your benefit, if 31 does break, what's your next major area of price confluence? Yeah, there's an area right there just shy of $40. There's really a zone. You know I love my zones, brother. There's a zone between like 40 and 52, so I don't want to get too cute, but 40 and 52. Who else is in the live stream here? Because I mean, we're not going to get to any other TA questions. I apologize, everyone. You're going to have to... Yeah, I see a lot of TA questions coming in. I apologize. Just don't have the time today. Again, I'm going live tomorrow. Keep in mind that's around the same time tomorrow. Maybe I'll rethink the script for tomorrow's live stream. Maybe I'll make tomorrow a bonus TA Q&A because I can see there's a lot of questions here and I have not had a chance to get to them. So I'll think about that. But also Thursday, okay? Thursday, remember, I'm going live very, very early in the morning around 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. That's a TA Q&A segment. Evan, it is good to see you back. LB Crypto, Caspa, I just spoke to. I don't know what that is. What's up, Mazda Dash Cam? What's up, my friend? Bull market price prediction for Wojak from Oof. Oof, we'll get into that during the meme coin discussion that I'm going to specifically have on this live stream. Don't worry, I'll speak to that. I'll give you a little prediction. I read something about it. I need to catch up on things. I think I'm going to use this weekend to catch up on the joys of more bank failures on the horizon. Guys, remember, on this channel, as much as everything is all in the charts, I love the fundamentals and talking about the economy as well. And it's not as if certain things don't factor into my thought process. I've also shared with you in full disclosure that as the channel continues to evolve in time and depending what direction my career goes and my financial portfolio does, you know, I could see myself delving more into just also traditional finance. Not that I wouldn't talk about crypto, but you know, also talking about traditional finance. But to Oof's point, it seems like I have some catch up to do because remember, I've shared with you guys the real question you should ask yourself is not when interest rates will begin to decrease, but why interest rates will begin to decrease. Why will the Federal Reserve begin to decrease interest rates? They can't even service their own debt. The interest rates are way too high. We could have a really fun discussion. But when your debt supersedes your gross domestic product, and the interest payments that you have to service on that debt are unsustainable, how are you going to fund those interest payments? You got to print those dollar bills. Credit creation. It's not that simple, but credit creation. So it'll be really interesting. And the other thing related to that, as we're kind of hopping off here, I want everyone to keep in mind, okay? And sorry, I see so many questions coming in here. I apologize. I will rethink tomorrow's live stream, and maybe we'll do TA Q&A. I want everyone to be aware, before you tune out here, there is an important video, a very important video that we actually, I think, spoke about twice. We looked at, in recent history, when the Federal Reserve has decreased interest rates, how the stock market has reacted during that time period. What we could potentially expect in terms of price action with Bitcoin and the stock market. That is something that's going to be very relevant very soon, because based on what we spoke about in the past, the Federal Reserve is going to be decreasing interest rates at some point this year. Okay, and it's going to be happening relatively soon. Whether it's August, September, October, November, whenever it is, they're going to be decreasing interest rates. And so we need to revisit the conversation. I have a chart saved. Revisit the conversation and just take a look at data and what the supporting data can tell us, okay? All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Apologies again for not getting to your questions. Trying to keep this to 30 to 35 minutes. We're at 36. So again, I will be back here tomorrow. I'll give some serious thought if I want to make that a TA Q&A, or if I want to do meme coins, or if there's something else going on that's relevant to talk about. I mean, we might have, with the way price is going right now, we could have a new all-time high in Bitcoin. So I know that's kind of crazy to think about, but it's entirely possible the way price action is going right now. So, all right, guys. Until next time, let's all spread awareness and carry the education forward. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.